Hi guys, so tonight's video is going to be one on how to overcome some sort of addiction you're facing in your life, whether that be to a person, place, thing, whatever it happens to be for you, a certain mindset or beliefs. And so we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. And we're going to get started with pile 1. So with pile 1, pyrite a lot of times can symbolize protection against all kinds of negativity. It can also represent a tear in your auric field or being in need of energy protection. So taking the time out to protect your energy, to let go of any energies coming at you from other people, release them back to the earth for transmutation, healing, and call back the pieces of yourself and protect that energy. There's a lot of visualization techniques for that. One of my favorite ones to do is when you're in the shower, just allowing all the water to wash all the negativity off of you and down the drain, allowing yourself to relax as you do, and imagining calling all the pieces of yourself back to you, filling yourself up with love and light, and then protecting that energy with like a crystal ball or something like that in your visualizations, whatever holds meaning to you in that way. And yeah, really making sure that the people you're around are not affecting your energy as well. So we also have people who took your power blamed you, but you don't have to accept that distorted reality. People who abuse always blame the survivor to shift focus. So there might have been something that happened in your life, whether it's recent or old. It could be an old wound from childhood. It could be something more recent as well, though. And it's something where you felt powerless, you felt out of control, like nothing you did or said mattered, and like no one believed you. And it's kind of like a gaslighting type of thing where this person made it look like you were the worst person ever, and people just didn't believe that you were actually taken advantage of by this person in whatever way. Just remember that the people are going to believe what people believe, and you don't have to believe that. You don't have to accept that as true. Accept what you believe is true. And a lot of times, once you do, there's a lot more people who do believe you as well. Even if it's not the people you wanted to the most, it's people are going to believe what they're going to believe, and there's really nothing you can do about that. It's out of our control. So the main focus of this is loving, shy, grounded, reliable, stable, long-lasting, nurturing, caring, calming, sweet, dreamy, solid, loving, sweet, healing, abundant, valuable, someone who helps others health-wise, deciding who or what you are committed to. So you may be somebody who helps others health with their mental health as well, or with their emotional health, with their physical health, you know. And a lot of times you can take that energy on yourself as well. So just remember, if you're somebody who does heal people in some manner or form through nurturing and caring for others, to separate yourself, have healthy boundaries, and make sure that you're releasing any of that energy you may be picking up from them. You're somebody very nurturing, very caring, somebody who is very valuable, very solid, very honest, very filled with integrity and loyal, committed, somebody who's very shy and loving and grounded, somebody who's very healing and abundant. And basically, knowing your worth is really going to help you in the long run, as far as not committing to things that aren't good for you and committing to things that are, doing what's best for yourself, and not really worrying what anybody, and maybe somebody accused you of cheating when you were completely loyal and committed to this person. And you know what? Maybe they cheated on you and that's why they were saying this crap. And so don't focus on that. Don't take it as a personal attack if there's something like that going on. And it could also even be a mother figure in your life who, appears to be stable, solid, abundant, and this nurturing, caring, beautiful figure when really she isn't. And it's just a distorted reality she's presenting to the world, where instead she's somebody that clings on really tightly to everything that she has. And is very materialistic and kind of stuck up, or, something along those lines. There could be somebody in your life, though, causing your energy to be on a lower vibration, which is causing you to fall into some of the escapism behaviors that are present in addiction. And so we have Wolf, which is once again about loyalty and commitment, family first, that kind of thing. And I think you're somebody who's very family oriented, family first, and everything for the pack, ride or die type of person. And somebody may have distorted the reality and made it seem like you were somebody who was flighty and wanted to move on to the next thing and all that kind of thing. And if not, that's where you should be headed, is to this more solid, stable ground, getting grounded and really just knowing your true value and worth. Guardian of the family and the tribe, activism and ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps to balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all and exclude none. When in balance, reliable, democratic, fearless. When out of balance, judgmental or dominating. To bring into balance, practice letting go. So there's really a need to just let go, to just be able to be your true self and allow the people around you to be their true selves as well. And it could also be with an overbearing parent who is wanting you to live life exactly like they did, and realizing that it's okay not to be the same person that they are, and that you are still amazing just the way you are. And once again, about teaching as well, or healing, and doing volunteer work and things like that. Remember to protect your energy when you're doing those things, so that you're not picking up the energies of others. And also remember that there's a time to be there to nurture and care for people, and then there's a time to walk away so that they can go on their own path and their own journey, so they can gain the knowledge and wisdom they need, and for you to just be there to pick up the pieces when it's done and over with. Because at times, that's a lot of times what happens. And this really could even be about a mother watching this video for their child's addiction as well. There may be one or two of you here for that. So anyway, next cards, Nine of Pentacles, all about knowing that you have everything that you need within yourself, and feeling stable, grounded, and secure in that knowledge, knowing that you can do anything on your own, and that the universe will always have your back, and it's all for your highest good going forward. Keeping your hope and faith alive even in the dark times, and really being able to stop and look at your addiction from a different perspective, to really understand it deeper, to gain a greater knowledge and understanding of it, to be able to sacrifice whatever addiction you're facing here. Yeah, to free yourself from any kind of confusion or conflicting thoughts that are going on, any kind of chaos, any kind of drama, any kind of, fights that people are having, any kind of anything like that. Be able to express your true opinions, your true desires, your true wants and needs, and be able to communicate and bring that recognition to yourself as well. Being able to free yourself from other people's views and opinions of you, and rise above that, and let your own actions and communications and your own blooming and transformation show the proof for itself. Don't worry if anybody is doubting whether or not you'll be able to overcome this. You're going to have victory in this. You're going to find that deep well of strength and security inside yourself. And you also need to realize that there are a lot of people who care about you around you that would be there to help you if you asked. And being able to ask for that help is also another thing that is one of the biggest things that people are learning when they're going through addictions. Being able to take time for that self-care, and for that reflection and that rest, and that time to find peace in your thoughts, away from the chaos of life and away from other people, and in a place that you feel comfortable and safe and at home. Maybe even being able to bring peace to your family in some way by expressing your truth and freeing yourself from their crap, and maybe even going off on your own, with hope and belief that everything that has happened for a reason. It was so that you could find this strength inside yourself and overcome this challenge. So that's what I have for this pile. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear your feedback in the comments below, or if you have a suggestion for another video, I would love to hear that as well. I hope you have a beautiful night, day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching the video. Bye-bye. On to pile 2. Got dogs barking in the background. So, for pile 2, there may be some drinking going on in this situation, or just not knowing when a good time's too much of a good time. And it could also be that you need to take time to have fun with your friends as well, and those friends that bring good things into your life, positivity into your life. Music may also help, being able to sing, being able to dance, being able to enjoy yourself with positivity and happiness and, motivation and drive to accomplish this deep sense of inner happiness. It's time to celebrate. Maybe you have hit some milestones and markers and you're not feeling like you're doing as good as you are, but maybe you're doing better than you think you are, and maybe it's time to recognize some of those things as well. Never feel you are a victim, you are a survivor. Don't let others define you, define yourself. Stand up for yourself and for others. Stand up for what's right. So always do what you feel is right, and don't allow yourself to fall into the victimhood mentality where you're thinking everything is happening to you and life is just crappy and horrible and there's never going to be a bright tomorrow, that kind of thing. Don't allow others to walk over the top of you either. Make sure that you have your healthy boundaries in place, and that you're really expressing your truth, and that you are standing up for what you believe in and standing up for what's right at all times, no matter who is around. Sometimes it's hard to see or deal with the truth. If others didn't believe, it could be because they can't handle the reality, and that's not your problem. You know what's true. So you actually got 2 of these, and this one really goes back to what we were talking about in pile 1 as well. It's really, express your truth, be your truth, live your truth, and if others don't like it, too bad for them. Some people can't handle reality. Some people can't handle what's really right and wrong. Some people can't handle, what other people's boundaries are, and too bad for them. You don't have to be around those people then. If they can't appreciate you for who you are and they can't respect you when you ask them to, walk away. Just walk away. It's not your problem anymore. You know what the truth is, and you know what's right. So the focus of this one is going to be taking responsibility for the outcome. Perseverance pays off. Leaving old views behind, changing perspectives. Reliable, hardworking, doing your part. Actions build success. Responsible actions, releasing burdens. Realizing that you are love. Releasing the past, granting forgiveness like magic. So, it's also about being able to forgive people even if they can't see things from your perspective, even if they can't understand your truth. Being able to forgive it, being able to release it, being able to let go, being able to move forward, being able to put in the hard work and be determined to make it through, knowing that all the actions and efforts you're putting into place are going to bring success because you're doing the responsible right thing. And really being able to realize that you embody love within yourself. You are love. You are light. And all it takes is for you to embrace that and bring it out to the surface. We have the shark, which is about there is something here that needs to be said. And it's only dangerous if you're keeping it in. So maybe instead of expressing yourself, you cover it, you bury it. Maybe you drink so that you can numb the pain. Maybe whatever it is, so that you don't have to express yourself. But the only time that all those thoughts inside of our head really get to us and overwhelm us and overcome us and drag us back into those places we don't want to be in is when we aren't expressing ourselves, when there's something that really needs to be said and isn't being said. some sort of, yeah, conflicting thoughts or competition or conflict, or, not feeling good enough, doing everything you can to make everyone else happy, not knowing where to place your priorities, not knowing what's important to you. And it's only because you're not stating what's important to you. You know deep down what's important to you. You know where you want to place your priorities. You know what you want to commit to. You know your own value and worth. And you're allowing these other thoughts and beliefs of other people to overwhelm you and weigh you down. And instead of expressing your truth and letting it out of yourself, yeah, this is really reminding me of Pile 1. You should really watch Pile 1, because it's like that one was at that victory level right above this with the Six of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, where knowing their worth and have brought themselves out of these thoughts, this chaos that's going on in the mind that's causing you to think that there's all these competitors to whatever you're wanting to go get, whatever you're wanting to say, whatever you're wanting to do, and like you're not worthy or valuable, or like you can't do it, and you're just working so hard and it's getting you nowhere. But it's only because you're allowing those thoughts to make you feel that way. And really know your own worth, know your own value, know what you want to work on, and put the work in, and it will pay off. Yeah, there might have been a heartbreak because of a third party situation here as well too, but there's something about just very deep heart wounds that have caused you to believe that you're just another drop in the bucket, or just another option, or that, and maybe there's just so many options, so you really don't know what to go after and where you belong, or what you should be doing. Or maybe you're going out and having fun with all these people all the time because you don't want to let them down, and really you're hurting and you need to take the time for yourself to go within and work on whatever's hurting you, to be able to free yourself from being worried that there's danger around every corner, or that, yeah, learning how to balance your emotions as well, and really having new thoughts, new ideas, new perspectives about some heartbreak that happened, some sort of competition. Maybe you felt like you lost a competition in some way, or something along those lines, and it really hurt you, feeling like you weren't, made you feel like you weren't worthy. But it's time now to think in a different way, to go off on this new venture, this new path, this new journey forward. You've been stuck in this for a long time, working your way slowly out of it, trying to express who you truly are without fears of backlash from other people, I think, is a lot of it. Yeah, and maybe it's either you or somebody else broke your heart, because, and it could be you broke somebody's heart because you thought the shiny new thing was going to be so much better, or somebody else broke your heart because they thought the shiny new thing was going to be so much better and went after some other option. Or maybe somebody in your life has a lot of options, so you're worried about that happening, and it's time to end that. It's time to end this cycle. It's time to end this cycle of everything that was lost in the past, and it's time to start noticing all the new things. When one door closes, another door opens, and it's time to have the courage to be able to remain balanced throughout this time, and to keep pushing forward, knowing that your actions will pay off. Yeah, you're kind of stuck in this energy of really not knowing what you want, not knowing where to go, really hot and cold, in and out. And, you know, maybe you're wanting to bring a message of truth. Maybe you're wanting to do the right thing. Maybe you're wanting to commit to something, and you have to find the clarity in your thoughts and your mind first before you can move forward. And what that takes is taking the time to really go within yourself, and to really trust as well that all the learning and growth you're going through right now is building up step by step. You're climbing up these stairs and planting these seeds, and it is taking root. And you've been working really hard to overcome this, and it's time now to really look at everything you've done already. Be grateful for that, appreciate it, and trust and know and have faith that it will pay off in the end. It will pay off with this committed solid offer, or it will pay off with you being able to know where you want to place your commitments. and what is most valuable to you, which is really, in essence, happiness, inner peace, inner light. You know, you're going to decide to place your commitments on what makes you the happiest because of everything that you're going through now and everything that you're working through. And it may be a long journey, a hard journey, but it is going to pay off. So that's what I have for this pile. I hope you really enjoyed this reading, and I would love to hear your feedback in the comments below, or if you have a suggestion for a new video, I would love to hear that as well. I hope you have a beautiful night, day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye. So for pile 3, and it's going to switch over to part 2 here in a minute, but I'm going to start it on this one anyway. For part 3, I think there's a need to see the light within yourself, to not see yourself as tarnished, to believe in the purity and the purity of the energy within yourself, to really connect yourself to your guides and to listen to the messages that they have to offer you. To really be able to go with the flow and to be able to go with the flow through any changes or shifts that are happening. To be able to really ride out the storm with peace and calm, with the peace and calm inside yourself. So you have, let your desire to heal guide you in overcoming the past. Accept what was, forgive yourself and others, knowing this will remove the heavy burden the shadows of blame has caused in your life. So this is resonating with pile 1 and 2 already. Well, they're all about healing from addiction, so, what do I expect? Let your desire to heal guide you in overcoming the past. Let it motivate you. Let it help you rise to the challenge. Let it give you courage to break through and a faith and knowing that you can.